Hi again, everyone. Scott Player Popcorn Fan here, and in this video, I want to talk about a certain video game franchise because I don't play a whole lot of survival horror games because I don't have an Xbox, I don't have a PS4, so I've played very few survival horror games over the years, and I want to talk about a brand new set of games. Well, not brand new, they're rather old now. I think the original game came out in 2014, I believe, and it's a video game series that I have played. I have played them. I played most of them, and recently I bought a collection of all 5 of the first 5 games in the series at Target the other day, and as you guys can tell, I'm sort of building it up as to what it is. Dun-dum, dun-dum, dun-dum. Five Nights at Freddy's. Yep, Five Nights at Freddy's. It's a video game series that I've played. I played I played all the games, all 5 games. I have it for my phone, but I also have the Nintendo Switch version that I just bought. So, yeah. For those of you that don't know, Five Nights at Freddy's is a survival horror game. It's kind of a point-and-click game because it was originally released for the computer, like for PC, and it's a very interesting series of games because it kind of has this very interesting kind of world that it has created with Freddy Fazbear's Pizza and being this pizza restaurant with these animatronics that come to life at night, and you're sort of the employee working the night shift. And for those of you that have, you know, watched my channel for some time now, obviously, like, my username, Scottaplier, inspired by Markiplier. And Markiplier, he played these games. He's done walkthroughs of all the games on his channel, and you know, I love Markiplier. He's a very funny guy, and I've always enjoyed his Five Nights at Freddy's walkthroughs for all the games, and it was his walkthroughs for the games that introduced me to the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise, and I like what they did in the sequels, whereas because in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, it's a prequel, takes place in the 1980s, and from the first game all the way up to the 3rd game, it follows a similar format, whereas in the 4th game, it kind of goes back to a similar kind of setting as the first game, but still being something rather different compared to the first 3 games. And then the 5th game, Sister Location, it adds a little bit more. Like, there's a little bit more in the game. Like, there's voice acting, and there's different puzzles and things to do in the game, while at the same time still being a Five Nights at Freddy's game, which is something that I really enjoy. And I think there have been like a few other games after the 5th game, which I haven't played. I think it's called Pizzeria Simulator or something. And there's a VR experience of like Five Nights at Freddy's VR or something like that. So there are other games that have come out after Sister Location. I don't have those games, but I have this now, and I can't wait to play all 5 games again on my Nintendo Switch. So that'll be a lot of fun. And yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about Five Nights at Freddy's. It's a series of games that I really enjoy, and it relies a lot on jump scares, for those of you that might not be aware of that. And I liked how in these games you can kind of it's just very reaction filled, I guess you could say. And for those of you that watch Markiplier, his reactions are priceless. when he plays these games. So yeah, that's really all I have to say. If I'm not really reviewing these games right now. I'm just talking about all the series as a whole, like a franchise discussion, basically. And they are making a movie, supposedly. There is a Five Nights at Freddy's movie that is in development, but there hasn't been much news about that. So, there's quite a few games in this series. There's the original 5 games and there's a few other games that came out after Sister Location. And it's just a series of games that I really enjoy. And they're some of the only survival horror games that I've ever really played, next to a Ghostbusters game that I have for my Nintendo Switch. And yeah, so that's pretty much everything that I want to talk about here. Five Nights at Freddy's, it's a series of games that have really grown on me over the years, especially after the hype that was the Slenderman character, because there's been a few Slenderman games, and I enjoyed those games too, as survival horror games. I played those games, some of them, and transitioning from that to Five Nights at Freddy's, it was something that when I was in high school that I really enjoyed doing, playing the Slenderman games on my phone, and then also playing the Five Nights at Freddy's games on my phone. And yeah, really enjoy these games. So that should do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you all next time. Peace.